Okay, we are back. So let's see. Yeah, logs are low, whatever. That's nothing new at this point. So I know I had, like, talked about doing Sim Tower at some point, and I would really like to get to that at some point, but I still have yet to really play the game. So I don't feel comfortable trying to do that for a Let's Play until until I, you know, get through it and play through it at least once. This game I have played like a good chunk of the way. I think I got probably about mid-tier on my town before succumbing to a die-off or some sort of not having enough food or firewood or something. So, let's see. So on hard, you're kind of limited on what you can really do, like food-wise, because you can't do pastures, you can't do orchards, you can't do crops, because you don't have any of those resources. You can just fish, hunt, gather, or with the mod, you have apiaries, which are pretty nice. Looks like our gatherer's hut is almost up and ready. Really good. This is, yeah. Logs. Yeah. That's going to happen just because everyone has firewood. Not very much firewood. At least we have a lot of stone. Stone and iron, which is really nice. I think the next thing we're going to do, once we get these two buildings up and ready, is build a blacksmith. And I think we will want another house over here. So that whenever go ahead and stick with 2 for now. Zero logs is low. It's really not ideal. Of course, since it's winter, it's going to be a lot harder to get food. Thankfully, it does seem like everyone has firewood at this point. Yeah, not very much, but enough. Let's see. What do we... Again, I think the next... So this is our, like, production type stuff. So our next sort of thing to do will be a blacksmith. That's a lot of iron and stone. We can fit it in right there. That's actually perfect. I do kind of wish people would go and pick these things up. I think there is a mod, because this is all like forageable items, like this mushroom, berries, and those type of things that are just going to waste away. Nobody will pick them up. Unless they're, you know, a gatherer. Do not make the mistake of building an herbalist instead of a gatherer's hut, because I know that can definitely be something that catches people. Herbalists produce herbs, which is more for like medicine, while gatherers are like strictly food related. I think we will want a hunting cabin right over here as well. Okay, so we should probably go ahead and put a few more builders on so this gets finished. Now that's not, you know, food. Not gonna help these people from, you know, starving. But it should... Getting the Forester's Lodge up and running is definitely a priority as well. Logs low, that's fine. We knew logs were going to be low. We still have a lot of stuff lagged to be torn down, so it's not really that big of a deal. And again, it's just one of those, this and like pretty much any city builder honestly, but this in Tropico I think are supposed to are really bad with like building too much too quickly and then nothing ever gets done. At least in Tropico you can spend quick build stuff, but even then you don't really want to be doing that all the time. So this cart is only a temporary thing. As soon as we get this barn up, we'll go ahead and get rid of it. The storage capacity on it is not very high. Today I X'd out on that. Didn't think I would have done that. Okay, put 2 people on there as well. So that'll get us like a steady supply of logs as well. Right, late winter. Somehow these people are still alive. Probably just scraping by. But if we make it the spring, we will have made it through our first year without losing anyone. And Banished is quite an achievement, not gonna lie. I don't think it's an actual achievement. It'd be nice if it was, but... I don't know if mods affect achievements in Banished. I know in, I want to say Factorio, there's like there's two types. You can do it with mods or without mods. Doing it without mods is obviously a little more impressive. Someone's starving. That's not good. Is there any food? Go ahead and put another or not herbalist, gatherer on gatherer's hut. So this situation right here will probably maybe be temporary. I don't know how long we'll actually keep it. No. More more people are starving, which is not good. Really wish we could put more people on the apiary. Sorry if I bumped the mic. Right. I think 3 people is generally like the sweet spot. Okay. Looks like this. Oh shoot. Well, we made it through the first year, but somebody did die. That's unfortunate. Oh, poor Londa, I think was what the name was. Maybe. Okay. We're also out of tools, out of stored tools. Do you have? Yeah, like every amount of food that we get just disappears automatically. Hopefully with the herbalist, or not the herbalist, gatherer's hut. I don't know why I keep saying that, but hopefully with the gatherer's hut, we will start to make more food. I think early game, the gatherer's hut is considered the most OP. Like, of the original, of the, like, base food sources to start off with. Obviously, they're not the most space efficient just because of the way that they're, set up. You might want another food source, although the hunting lodge should also be, that's gonna take a while as well. Alright. Again, building way too much, too quickly, but we have to, like, the big thing is getting a woodcutter, getting food, those two, because we need the woodcutter just to, produce firewood. Oh, shoot, we're starting to run out of tools, and our blacksmith is not ready. So running out of tools is not the end of the world, but it's definitely... So what happens is all of your people start moving slower if they don't have a tool. And that just slows everything down. I would imagine this is probably in Celsius. Let's go to options. What is it? Yes, I am from America, so I do use Fahrenheit. I guess it is in Fahrenheit. That's weird. 50, I guess it's raining and it's spring, so I suppose it makes sense. Still seems a little low. go ahead and just remove anything over here. Okay, so people aren't complaining that they're starving anymore, which is good. There's no spare food, but at least they're not starving. So I don't know who that person was that died, but probably was an adult, not a child, which is kind of unfortunate. Because at the moment we kind of need as many adults as we can so that they actually do the jobs we need to get done. Okay, no logs. Not the end of the world, because we do have quite a bit of stored firewood at the moment. And especially, like, right now, people aren't going to be using as much, especially going into summer. We will need some wood, but I think for now, just keeping the logs is probably the better or more important thing. Let's go ahead and speed this up a little, because speed 2 is a little slow for right now when we're just trying to get stuff built up. Okay, that's almost done. Okay, fishies are almost ready to go. All the material is there. And we're just waiting on the builder. So fishing docks really don't contribute that much, but it's always good to have a variety of food, because that does affect your health, maybe happiness. I don't know about that one though. So go ahead and put one person on fishing duty. We are starting to run out of tools. People are starting to run out of tools. I think I will go ahead and put a priority on the blacksmith. We have a lot of resources. Like the stone and iron we have a lot of at the moment. We have quite a bit of firewood as well. But obviously that's not quite as important to this. Yes, I am aware that our logs are very low. So I did see food sort of, you know, go up for like a second, and then somebody grabbed it out of the stockpile. I think as soon as this is done, we'll go ahead and do the barn next, and that should honestly be good. We'll be able to get rid of this wagon. The well can kind of wait. Like, obviously it's important, but it's definitely not the be-all, end-all. Especially at this point in the game, I don't think fires are that common, because obviously you have to be able to you, you have to just be able to build the city for the fire to actually build it down. Or build it down and burn it down. There's an extra builder on. So you have adults, students, and children. If you don't have a school, children will go straight to adults at, I want to say, 10. But if you do have a school, then children will go to, or will become students at 10, and then become adults at 15, I want to say. So, main benefit of students is they're less likely to die for stupid reasons, and I think they're a little more efficient with their work. There's no like physician doesn't have to be a person who is educated. It can honestly just be anyone. Yeah, definitely getting this blacksmith up and running is essential. And then I think we'll get this barn going, and then we need to build some more houses, because we're probably at a point where people who are wanting to move out, but there's no place for them to go. So they're not reproducing, which, again, is a bad thing in terms of this game, because otherwise your population will stagnate, and then there will be a die-off, and then yeah, economy crashes, and then it's pretty hard to come back from that. Okay, go ahead, get a blacksmith. 50 tools is fine for right now. And then, yeah. Food, we're just barely scraped by on food. Like, everyone has some food, some a little more than others. So hopefully this gets done pretty quickly as well, so we can tear down this little wagon. Yes, I think stored firewood is fine for right now, and that will be okay. And take one of those builders off for now. Main benefit of having multiple builders is because they'll go back to being laborers if they don't have anything to do. But having them strictly marked as builders and being once something is ready to start being built, they'll just get to it rather than you having to manually, or not manually, instead of you waiting for or switching them back to builders from laborers. Alright, so everyone has a tool now, which is excellent. So that'll probably eat through our iron pretty quickly. But it is definitely worth having everyone have tools. Okay, got some food. Maybe we'll start actually building up a surplus. Nope. Never mind. Again, we'll switch one person up to builder, so this will get done faster. Go ahead. Yes, I am aware that the reserve of tools is low. Okay, finally have a barn. Thank you. So this will be the next priority building for us, because we definitely want someone to move out here. Specifically, we want the forester or gatherer to move out there. I do kind of wish that the tool person, I wish it would use firewood and iron instead of logs, just because I think you get an amount of, really, you get like an amount of firewood for each log. I feel like it would be a lot better and a lot, you know, it would make more sense if it wasn't a log. Alright. So I think we are going to go ahead and place down another apiary somewhere. Maybe just like across the street from here. But I have a feeling this is where we're going to need to put a cut in. So I will see you guys next time, and thanks for watching.